Well, Stormin' Norman is on his way home from Ohio right now, and I have been at home working instead of enjoying the Pyramid Cup and all the fine company that he met. So I'm gonna take his new toy and go play while he's driving home. My new toy, and there's Bob's toy, Norm's toy, Bob's toy. I'm actually making out all right. The place I'm heading to, you may have seen before on our channel. This is that beautiful horse farm. There's a lot more productive properties that I've headed to in the past, but this one is just the perfect place to burn an afternoon. Sitting under these two beautiful shade trees and just enjoying the breeze. I think the high temp today was like 77. The sun was hot, but if you got out of it, it was gorgeous. Slight breeze and a great day. Horses are chilling. Usually there's some pigeons in these barns and a good bit of starlings. Seems pretty quiet today, but things might change, and I've got all afternoon. And I just heard from Norm, and he's gonna come join me, if nothing else, to tell me all the tales about the Pyramid Cup, so can't wait. All right. This is my first 30 cal engagement on a pigeon. 75 yards should be no big thing at all. Oh my God, that crushed him. There's two more in the air. Landed right up there with him. See if we can drop her again. Smoked. Wow. This 30 cal has power. There's one more flying around. Not sure where he's gonna go, but if he had any sense at all, he wouldn't go back there. That is right off of that steeple. And I mean, it crushed them. And using these stickers made the dial up fast. It's nice. Oh, there they go. Well, there it goes. I imagine it's gonna be circling around, but those impacts were so loud. I don't know. He might not come back. Oh, no, here he is. Don't go in the barn. I think he just went up on that roof. So we're gonna go change position. Oh, nope, there he is. He wants to go right back in that barn. They've been messing up these horse barns, something awful. I mean, just defecating everywhere. They're all in the horse feed. It'd be really nice to clean them all out in one sitting. We've taken up to 15 here, I think, at once. But in general, it's a pretty small population. But since there's only a few of these barns, it really messes up the spot when they are in. He's pretty wary. We'll give him a little bit of time to settle in, and hopefully he goes right back on that steeple at 75 yards, and we can hit him with the beast. 30 cal, getting it done. Holy moly. There's the tree I was originally set up on. There's that steeple, or whatever you want to call it, cupola, I guess. Gonna do a retrieval here. The first pigeon's taken with Norm's new 30 cal. It's pretty exciting. That was about as clean as you get. And some serious power. But they don't look too beat up, which is awesome. So And that's not gonna make YouTube. One finally came back in, and he's hiding in here. I don't want to shoot this close to the horses because it's gonna freak them out. So ideally, we'll just scare the bird out. If we can find it. There he goes. Well, he's out again. Hopefully he goes up there. Or at least gives me a shot before he comes back into these barns. I think he's already trying to come back. I'll go set up, see if we can find him on a rooftop. All right, back in position. Hopefully that pigeon gives us a chance on one of these rooftops before he goes back in, but we'll see. They really like to fly straight into that barn because there's not many of them left, and the ones that are smart. So see if we can get this last bird cleaned up. All right. Norm's back from Ohio, drives all through the night, and he's got his lawnmower on the back because the first thing he does is goes and mows his mom's lawn. What a dude.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
What's
bud.
up, brother? How you doing, bud?
Good, man. Did you have a good time?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The only thing would have made it better if you were there.
I know, man.
Oh my God, dude.
It was torture to be stuck in the city and
I know.
know that you were there.
I know. I showed all the guys your picture down there with the selling the whiskey. They were like, "Where's Keith? Where's Keith?" Hadad was asking. I was like, "He had to work, man." I tried to get him to come down, but he couldn't.
It's hard being an entrepreneur, but it has its perks because next year.
Oh yeah.
Next year, Daddy gets a vacation.
Yeah,
That's all
he does.
I'm saying. With my buddy back in town, we got so lost in talking about the Pyramid Air Cup and everyone that he had met, and just the experience in general, that we basically stopped hunting. It was fine because there was only one pigeon left on this farm, and we were waiting for him patiently, and whenever an English sparrow would pop its head up, we'd take the opportunity. So these birds just caught my attention. These English sparrows are right here. There's a rabbit right behind, but the rabbit's not in season yet, so see if we can get this English sparrow. It's like $1.20 something. Yep. Dead. Yeah, and then that horse ran right in front after. I love shooting around livestock.
There was a lot of birds there.
Yeah, and that one is stone dead too. Yeah, it's like 124 yards, and I held just the littlest bit of wind.
Yeah.
Hopefully the slow-mo comes in. That horse was in the barn, and he just ran out like, what the heck was that? So
Can you imagine what it sounded like to him?
I know. So everybody watching from home, that horse was not there. He was in the barn, which is right here. And when I popped that bird right over there, he said, what? Norm went on to tell me about these crazy things that he saw while he was there, like full auto BB guns and air-powered crossbows and just all this really cool stuff. But the number one thing he kept coming back to is the people. He just had such a good time meeting everybody and was so pleased with how they interacted with his wife, and really appreciative that they just included them in everything. And it was a really awesome experience, especially for someone showing up to one of those things for the first time. So he was just super pumped. And then more birds flew in.
That's actually monster.
Oh my God, this gun is amazing, dude. There we go. Oh, they're so fast. Oh my God, dude, I cannot miss with this gun.
Really?
Yeah, that was $1.24, and you could see it with your naked eye, the sun glint off of it. I held like one MOA left, maybe 3/4 left, and it just curled in perfect.
Really?
It's so loud too when it hits. You hear it smacking out there?
I thought it hit the fence.
No, that was the bird. As we're wrapping up our conversations,
I decided to take a peek around the shade trees that we're sitting under, just in case one came up onto the steeple. Well, the one came up onto the steeple, and lo and behold, he's standing there. And of course, he's got that beautiful thing behind him, so now we gotta figure out how to make it happen.
And we've been sitting here jaw-jacking forever. And the third bird, the last bird here, we've been waiting for her to fly back on one of these barns. It's been sitting here the whole time. So we're gonna see if she's gonna let us get close enough. Well, get a safe angle. We're close enough within 200 yards.
Oh, yeah. On top of that cupola. See if he stays there. Got to get a better angle on him so we don't go through any tin or anything.
Oh, look at him.
Well, I didn't even get over here.
I didn't want to stop moving. As soon as I stopped moving, he started getting pretty nervous. 3 birds on a farm, no birds on a farm. That is the completion of the hunt.
Yes, with our brand new 30 cal.
Yeah, man, this thing is
It's
a
gorgeous.
beast.
Oh my God.
The beast, as Erlis would say. Still recording on here, but yeah, that's 3 shots at pigeons, 3 kills, and it's just like insta dead. I mean, I wish I had said, "Hey Norm, film already."
I know. I put the camera on you, and the next thing you know, I heard pop.
I was so afraid that, I mean, we've been sitting there.
Oh, I know.
I mean, we've just been hanging out, which has been fun, but it had to be an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for him to come back in, and he wasn't. So then when I realized he was right there, I was like, oh. And I get over to my truck hood and I put the bipod down on my truck hood, and like my forearms are getting seared off the black paint. It's like, oh. So and then he started going, uh-oh. No, I wasn't letting that opportunity go, man.
So you're liking the 30?
Is this a 30?
Yeah.
I thought it was just called My Gun.
Oh. Well.
I love this thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, they are so much bigger. I mean, in your hand, it just, I don't know if that translates onto camera well, but it just feels so much bigger. But the impact of these hitting the bird versus the 25 cal is like, it's a lot bigger of a difference than I thought, because I thought when we went from 25 to 22, I mean, we were shooting slugs, but
Yeah.
I didn't think there was all that much of a difference on the way that they popped the birds. But I mean, this guy just instant dead. I mean, he just fell off.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't keep the scope on him or anything, because of course, I shoot and then immediately get off the gun and look at you to see if you're filming, and you're filming me, and I'm like, look, and then I think you caught like the last bounce.
I'm hoping.
Like that.
I'm hoping that I did.
But yeah, with these, look at this cupola right here. It's like the nicest place we pest at. And the last thing I was gonna do was put a 30 cal through a bird into that.
Absolutely.
So we had to walk over here and get the angle.
Yeah, this place is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Horse farm, as you can see.
But I'm hoping that we can see that pellet in flight, because I mean, now we're at almost 1/3 of an inch. You should be able to see that thing go. It was close though. I mean, that couldn't be but 35 yards.
Yeah.
But yeah.
30 getting it done, buddy.
Taking the 30. All right, so Norm just got back from Ohio, as we've said a few times now, but I was pumped because on my way down here, I didn't realize that he was home yet. He was already out mowing his mother's lawn because he's a good son. And so he met me here. We're not too far from his place, and we spent most of the time just catching up. But
Yeah.
it sounded like you had an awesome time.
I just got back, like he said, from the Pyramid Cup in Ohio, and I got to meet the most amazing class act people that I've ever met. Met Justin from Utah Air, and John from FX, and Harad. Oh my God, just so many of the guys down there. They're down to earth, treated me like I was one of their own buddies that they've known forever.
That's awesome.
And welcomed my wife and I to their house to come and visit and eat and invited
So
us to the
jealous.
banquet. Yeah. The only thing that was really missing there was Keith. I wish he could have made it, but he couldn't. He had to stay back to run the business.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
next year we'll get out there for sure. And it was the coolest thing about the whole thing is he's like texting me stuff and telling me, oh, I just met so and so, and I just met so and so, and I was like, so was it like, was there a little, were you starstruck, or were they, like hoity-toity, like, no offense, Matt, but like, hi, I'm Matt Dubber, I'm one of the most popular YouTubers ever. And it was like, no, it was just awesome. They're awesome, down-to-earth guys, and so I was happy to hear that.
Yes.
And they just had such a great time, and they really included
Oh,
Lisa, your wife, and like
my wife,
everything.
They were coming up, and Mr. Simmons, Zane's dad, that's one of Lisa's favorites. Those two are like two peas in a pod.
Thick as thieves now.
She said, I'm going to bet the farm on Mr. Simmons that he won the 100-yard bench rest.
She wasn't betting my farm, was she?
Not yours. No. We don't even own a farm. But
no, that's why I started to get concerned.
Yeah, but he didn't know. He didn't know that we didn't own a farm. But she said, I'm going to bet the farm on you. And so when he lost, I said, I hope you're happy, Mr. Simmons, because the wife just bet our farm on you, and now we got to live in an outhouse. But like I said, man, I cannot wait till Armac in Ohio again, just to go out and visit these guys again, just to see them, because the shoot was great, and the people did a wonderful job putting it on. But it was just the camaraderie and meeting these people and not knowing what to expect. I figured they may snub me, or because I only got views.
we're a 1,000 subscriber channel, no big deal.
But I'm telling you, they just were amazing.
That's
and,
awesome.
and I want to thank them again for their hospitality and the way they treated my wife and I.
Yeah, and thank you so much for taking care of my partner and buddy like that.
Absolutely.
I've been chatting with her every now and then, and he seems just like an awesome guy. So I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
And I've chatted with Matt a few times, and he seems awesome.
Yep.
The willingness of these guys to help out, people with advice and stuff, and fix people's guns on the range, like you were saying. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So anyway, he had a great experience.
Yes, I did.
We did our job here and got to catch up, and there's no more birds.
No.
So I guess
We're out.
we're out.
Awesome, man.
Three, two,
Done.
done.